Samantha Klein was no stranger to babysitting. She had faced many odd occurrences while watching over different children, but the Martins Victorian mansion posed a new type of challenge, nestled as it was in the isolated countryside. The home had an eerie presence, especially at night. The Martins had left for a party, leaving Samantha to babysit their 8-year-old son, Timmy. They gave the usual instructions: homework, dinner, and bedtime at 9. As the parents drove away, Samantha noticed Timmy's demeanor, quiet and withdrawn, a stark contrast to the lively kids she usually sat for. "Timmy, what do you want to do tonight?" Samantha asked, attempting to engage him. Timmy, clutching a tattered teddy bear, stared blankly at an antique grandfather clock in the hall. "Don't go in the basement," he whispered, eyes wide with fear. A shiver of unease ran down Samantha's spine. "Why not?" Timmy didn't answer, shifting his gaze back to his teddy bear. The evening passed with an unsettling normalcy. Despite Samantha's efforts, Timmy remained distant, barely touching his dinner. As bedtime approached, she tucked him in, relieved that the night's end was near. "Good night, Timmy," Samantha murmured, turning off the light. Settling on the living room couch, Samantha felt a slight sense of unease. Her eerie surroundings were amplified by the old house's creaks and groans. Her phone buzzed, messages from friends, a comforting reminder of the world beyond the mansion's walls. Just as she began to relax, a loud crash echoed from the basement. Samantha froze, recalling Timmy's warning. She reasoned it must be an old house making old house noises, but there was something distinctly unsettling about the sound. With reluctant determination, Samantha grabbed a flashlight and moved to the basement door. The door creaked open, revealing a staircase descending into darkness. Steeling herself, Samantha ventured downward, each step echoing ominously. Reaching the bottom, she found herself in a cluttered, dusty basement, filled with forgotten furniture and old boxes. The air was cold, and Samantha's breath fogged in the flashlight beam. Then she heard it, a faint whispering, seeming to emanate from the very walls. Slowly she approached the darkest corner of the basement, where the whispering grew louder, though still unintelligible. Panic rising, she swung the flashlight beam around, revealing an old portrait of a stern-faced woman with piercing eyes. Beneath the portrait, an old diary lay open. Unable to resist her curiosity, Samantha picked up the diary, its pages brittle with age. Flipping through, she read fragments of a disturbing tale. Aunt Mildred, a previous resident of the mansion, who was rumored to dabble in dark arts and vanished mysteriously. Just then, the whispering intensified, sounding like a hissing chant. Samantha's flashlight flickered. She dropped the diary and backed away, heart pounding, when she felt a cold hand on her shoulder. Spinning around, Samantha found herself staring into the hollow eyes of Aunt Mildred's portrait, which now seemed alive. The whispering became deafening, and shadows danced on the walls. Summoning every ounce of courage, Samantha sprinted up the stairs, slamming the door behind her. She ran to Timmy's room, finding him wide awake, clutching his teddy bear. "I told you," he whispered, tears streaming down his face. "Aunt Mildred doesn't like visitors." As the pendulum's ominous ticking filled the room, Samantha vowed never to return to the Martins' mansion. Some places, she realized, were haunted not just by ghosts, but by the past's darkest secrets.